Zach.
Not only.
And so like when we were
nervous.
That was so good.
I know.
Jacob.
You guys set up this or both? Yeah, I'm so glad Oh, we just have private. Yeah, probably. Yeah, my mom.
True.
You know, if I was so far.
Hold it for like.
Oh, yeah.
Say hi.
Lauren told you guys, remember they want you guys to
Hey.
I'm gonna need tape right.
There you go.
Alright, I have to go get ready.
Yeah, you can do that.
You're gonna be using it for the. You want to keep it to the wedding?
Hi, welcome everybody. Just in case you might be at the wrong wedding, this is Jacob Montano and Lauren Meyer's wedding. I feel like a flight attendant. Carissa? Oh, she's back there. Tristan, you get it, right? This is the flight. My name is Rosa Montano. I am Lauren and Jacob's wedding officiant today. I have the privilege of overseeing this beautiful moment when their hearts are going to join together in marriage. I am Jacob's aunt and godmother. It is an honor to have been asked to solemnize their ceremony. Okay, I think it's time to begin. Yay! Good afternoon, everyone who are near and dear to Jacob and Lauren. Thank you. Please be seated. Today, we gather to lift Jacob and Lauren up in celebration of everlasting love. In the presence of their beloved family and friends, Jacob and Lauren will pronounce their love through this ceremony and begin a lifelong journey together. This is a quote. If they hear you, they hunt you. A family must live in silence to avoid mysterious creatures that hunt by sound. Knowing that even the slightest whisper or footstep can bring death, Evelyn and Lee are to find a way to protect their children while desperately searching for a way to fight back. A Quiet Place. Released April 6, 2018. Bonnie Lake Movie Theater, April 14th, 2018. Jacob and Lauren go on their first date together. Both extremely nervous, she thinks. Scary movie. Is he going to put his arm around me? He didn't. He notices her light washed jeans. She looks hot. The movie is over. They sit in the car. They chat. They lose track of time. They chat until around 2 a.m. He recalls the now nostalgic scent, the Victoria's Secret scent. She's funny. She's cool. He recalls the plastic gun in her car, the fake poop in her car. She's funny. She's super cool. I really like her. I should just hold on to these movie tickets. He kept those movie tickets, and 7 years later, he reenacted the same date. Those tickets in hand, he asks for her hand in marriage. He proposes to her. And so it begins. So, do you want to be my girlfriend? It is now, will you marry me? And here we are. Embraced by the love, the joy, the respect that all of you are emitting and uplifting Lauren and Jacob on this very glorious day of their union. They met in middle school. I am told that Dylan and Camden and George and Jack, they said, dude, you're so gonna date her one day. They got seated next to each other in middle school. Jacob ever reserved. Lauren states to me that she loved pushing his buttons. They became friends. They had lots of mutual friends together. Junior year in high school, they re-meet while taking courses with the Running Start program at Pierce College. She has a breakfast burrito in hand. He's sitting, stressing over the next quarter registration classes, and they start talking. And she sits down next to him, and she helps him register and get those classes going. It was brief, he states. It was brief. All that reviewing of options together, though, started the trajectory of where we are today. Phone numbers are exchanged. And then several days later, there's the first snowy, inclement weather that hits. Jacob texts Lauren, "Yo, are we still going to school today? Did they close it? Do you know what's going on?" Our dear beloved Lauren, "Well, I wasn't going to go either way." It was Lauren who initiated the first attempts of becoming more than just friends. Working at a restaurant, and that restaurant, I am told, is catering their reception today. She says, "Hey, do you want to come see me at work? I'll give you free food." Jacob remarks to me, "I didn't even really see her. I just went in and said hi and picked up the food." But that free food, not so much. The funny thing is that Lauren just wanted to see him, but she paid for that food. Jacob eventually caught on. "Well, listen, if you're going to give me free food, at least, let me take you out to a movie." He kept those movie tickets. Almost 8 years later, he still has them. That was their official first date. He knew then that they were destined to be there forever. I asked Lauren, "What drew you?" Oh, no, I asked Jacob, "What drew you to Lauren?" And he states, "She was perfect for me. She's silly. She's funny. Always has a great sense of humor. Her style, her look. She's very witty. She's quick-witted. Her hair, her smile, her biggest draw, her eyes, her natural long eyelashes, her nose, her dark features, her personality," and he brings it full circle, "her humor." Lauren tells me that she always remembers her crushing on Jacob from the very beginning in middle school. The immediate attraction, Jacob being smart and responsible. He was really good in English, and he was really good at math. How she had noticed that other boys his age were just so immature. But she noticed how smart, how funny, and his maturity. How cute he is. He was a football player. How loving he is. When I asked where they saw each other in 5 years, 10 years, etc., children, they saw a home. They envisioned that home where all their family and friends will always see it as the gathering home base for any fellowship. The beacon of light for family and friends. It speaks volumes that when asked about a gift registry or a honeymoon, their perfect, most mature answer was, none of that. Any monetary gifts will be used towards a down payment on a house. Lauren and Jacob and beloved friends and family, I'm going to quote 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. And I want you both to remember as you begin your life together this. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects and always trusts and always hopes. And it always perseveres. Love never fails. We will now do the invocation. A true lasting marriage requires effort, commitment, and unending respect. As Jacob and Lauren declare the love on this day, we reflect on the meaning of partnership and its importance to a successful union. Partners in life, think of one another as teammates, equally capable, but each arriving with their own special skills. A marriage thrives when each partner chooses to value the other for everything they are and for everything they're not. There is no limit to what a partnership can accomplish when trust and admiration flow abundantly. Today, Lauren and Jacob acknowledge this with excitement as they prepare to join hands in marriage. This is a reading I would like to do in honor of Jacob and Lauren. It is called That Still and Settled Place by Edward Monckton. In that still and settled place, there's nobody but you. You're where I breathe my oxygen. You're where I see my view. And when the world feels full of noise, my heart knows what to do. It finds that still and settled place and dances there with you. Affirmation of support. This is where all of you come in. As we begin, we ask that every witness here today close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine your best memory of Jacob and Lauren, and let's surround our beloved couple with love and support. We ask that you offer that memory to the heavens with sentiments for a beautiful beginning to this chapter of theirs. Please just take a moment. Do Jacob and Lauren have your blessing? Yes. Our beloved Lauren and Jacob have declared their personal, intimately, and privately vows privately prior to the public ceremony. That is within their hearts. They know those words that they spoke to each other in reverence and in respect for each other. With that being said, I am also going to do a generic with the public, because they all want to see them too, okay? There is nothing more romantic and sacred than standing before all those dear to your hearts to declare your love to one another. This time-honored tradition is carried on only by those committed to a true lifelong love story. I can feel that desire burning bright today. Let's begin. Jacob, please repeat after me to offer your commitment to Lauren. I, Jacob Montano, take thee, Lauren Meyer,
I, the Jacob Montano, take the Lauren Meyer.
I'm going to get the microphone because I need you all to hear this. Thank you. Let's continue. Jacob, to be my lawfully wedded wife,
To be my lawfully wedded wife,
I take you just as you are,
I take you just as you are,
and in every form you may ever be.
and in every form you may ever be.
You are the light in my life and the beat in my heart.
You are the light in my life and the beat in my heart.
I promise to tend to your weaknesses just as I applaud your strengths.
I promise to attend to your weaknesses just as I applaud your strengths.
I promise to reach for your hand when I am lost.
I promise to reach for your hand when I'm lost.
I promise to show you day in and day out that you are my everything.
I promise to show you day in and day out that you are my everything.
On this day, I give you my heart.
On this day, I give you my heart.
Okay, Lauren, please repeat after me to offer your commitment to Jacob. I, Lauren Meyer, take thee, Jacob Montano,
I, Lauren Meyer, take thee, Jacob Montano,
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
I take you just as you are,
I take you just as you are,
and in every form you may ever be.
and in every form you may ever be.
You are the light in my life and the beat in my heart.
You are the light in my life and the beat in my heart.
I promise to tend to your weakness, just as I applaud your strengths.
I promise to tend to your weakness just as I applaud to your strengths.
I promise to reach for your hand when I am lost.
I promise to reach to your hand when I am lost.
I promise to show you day in and day out that you are my everything.
I promise to show you day in and day out that you are my everything.
On this day, I give you my heart.
On this day, I give you my heart.
We will now have our ring exchange. Oh, I'm going to give this to you. Okay. Do we have the rings? Jacob and Lauren, as you exchange your rings today, you are also reinforcing your faithful commitment to trust, love, and romance. Each ring serves as a constant reminder that you are loved. Your beloved is giving you the most precious gift on earth through love. Jacob, before you place the ring upon Lauren's finger, please repeat after me. Lauren, with this ring,
Lauren, with this ring,
I wed you,
I wed you,
promising to cherish and honor you
promising to cherish and honor you
through all that life may bring us.
through all that life may bring us.
Lauren, repeat after me. Jacob, with this ring, I...
Sorry.
It's me. Go for it.
Jacob, with this ring,
I wed you,
I wed you,
promising to cherish
promising to cherish
and honor you
and honor you
through all that life may bring us.
through all that life may bring us.
By the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church Ministries, before your families and your friends, I now pronounce you lawfully and spiritually united. Please seal your marriage with your first wedded kiss. And then wait, you guys, let me do, so yes, look at all your guests. It is my honor to introduce to you for the first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Montano.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face, I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. The more I gave, the less I got, oh yeah. What's the use of trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain.
So thank you again. Our beloved newlyweds will be breaking away for pictures for a bit. Please enjoy the grounds. Bar is open, I am told. And let's see, they will join us soon thereafter, for the reception. And thank you for being a part of such a special day. And the families, and yeah, I saw Carissa crying. I'm like, stop it, Carissa, you're gonna make me cry. But thank you. The bar is open. Let's celebrate.
All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love.
Congratulations! Love you! Congratulations to the Montano!
Congratulations!
We are so happy for you.
Okay, coming from a father, daughter, to now my niece, I have some really good advice for you guys. Number one is no black eyes, no falling on the toilet. The second thing I want to say is always forgive each other and love each other and appreciate each other.
Oh my God, what a beautiful couple. I'm not done. I'm so glad my granddaughter takes after me.
Congratulations, you guys. We love you. We're so happy for you. That's made in heaven.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, Lauren and Jacob!
Congrats, dude. And Lauren, congrats.
Congratulations!
Cheers.
And have a blast and have a long time at the lifetime.
And this swimming pool and this song on top of it.
We love you, Lauren and Jacob! Congratulations!
We love you!
We are the Montanos!
And your first kid's going to be named Tony.
Tony! Tony, I love you, and my daughter's name is Reynolds. I love you already. Hi, Lauren and Jacob. I'm just so happy that you guys are married, and I'm so thankful, and I can't wait to see your future. I'm so proud of you both. Love you so much.
Lauren and Jacob, we love you. It's your special day, and we wish you a life of happiness. Thank you.
And Camden. Rachel. And Jack. Please welcome Jenna. And George. Put your hands together for the matron of honor, Riley. And our best man, Dylan. Jacob and Lauren Montano. Friends and family, please stay.
Let's see if we can get everybody in over here. Get your last drinks. Come on over. All right, everybody, I get the pleasure of going first, which means I get to kill a little time saying thanks for showing up. I think Lauren thinks you're very privileged for being here. If you got the invite, you are on the list. Everybody in here? Okay, so I don't like doing this at all. My pleasure of doing this a second time in the last year. I feel a little more comfortable this time. Who here had to travel? Oh, come on. Some of you didn't travel with your hands up. I'm talking traveling. Thank you very much for coming. I understand what it takes for you guys to be here, so the commitment is huge. But now, okay, I'm going to get into Lauren. I had the pleasure of entering Lauren's life at a very young age. Right about the time that she could be verbal, it might even been before she was verbal, I learned that I better start working on this speech because you can't say the wrong thing at all. And so I started about 6 months ago writing this, and it just wasn't really working, and I was like, okay, I got to do this, but I can't do this because my two rules are, A, I got to talk more about Lauren than Jacob, but I also can't say the wrong thing. So I just said, okay, I'm going to wing this whole thing, and I'm going to go back to when Lauren was little. She just kind of pushed everybody out of the way and did whatever she wanted. I think you can probably see that today. She gets what she wants. She does what she wants. And you just sit back and learn to love it. And then she got a little older, gets a little more verbal, attitude, personality. Oh, man. Like, how do you explain Lauren? Like, seriously, how do you explain Lauren? And then Rosa, who did a fabulous job out there tonight. I think everybody should give her a little, yes. She stole my thunder a little bit because she was kind of recapping everything that I know about them. And it's like, okay, Lauren little, and then Lauren learning who she is and how to dictate to us what we were supposed to do in her life. And then I can't really remember anything past that because Jacob's been around forever. I mean, he really has. Like, I can't really remember anything past. I got to look at photos to remember the memories of things. And so I got to get back to my list here. I don't want to deviate off my list because I messed this up last time, but nobody else knows this, but I gave this speech about a year ago, and I skipped the whole part about talking about my daughter, and I went straight to the boyfriend, so I'm trying to be good about this here. But my decision in okay, I like this guy. You know, okay, I think this is the one that should, you know, be the guy, you know, for her. It, you know, started really when she was young because she's telling us in the house what to do with her attitude and things, and it's like, okay, who's the guy that's going to handle her? And so it was kind of like two things for me that really set in and made me decide that he is him. And in our house, we kind of have these big social gatherings, and then everybody gets together and kind of talks about what happened during that event. And it's kind of like a debriefing, you know. Every time there's a family event, we get together and debrief on what happened. And ever since Lauren really could push the limit, she's been pushing the limit. And then she'll come over, and for me, when Jacob sits there and listens to the things that I'm kind of like, oh, I thought she was going to grow out of this, or I thought, you know, hey, this was a teenage thing, but now, no, it's not. It just keeps going. And if you know Jacob, he has this little snicker. and I hate to say it, he's encouraging her actions. That was, okay, this is the guy, you know. So, and I had another reason, but really that's just kind of it. That little snicker did it for me, you know. But, and then the other thing is like, he doesn't talk much. And in a house with 5 women, sorry everybody, but you learn that you don't have to talk a lot. And today, we actually rode up here together, and I think it was the longest conversation we've ever had. And so with that, I'm going to kind of end it here, but I was going to grab this chair, and I was going to teach Jacob a life lesson, and I was going to make him stand on it and give him a decision that is so difficult for all of us. But I was going to make you decide between what was good for me and what was good for Lauren. Because you're going to make decisions like that the rest of your life. And you better always choose her. So instead of making him stand up here, the last thing this is like truly from the heart. I have one question for Jacob, and then I'm done. But what the hell took you so long?
I don't know, but this is a long time coming. 8 years is a long time.
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Hey, everyone, I'm Ryan, and thank you. I also I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, but I would like to thank everyone who traveled also to make this event. So let's give a shout out to those people again. Even though most of them are 49er fans, that's okay. We welcome you anyway. But I guess tonight I just wanted to talk a little bit about the things that I think you guys already have that I want to encourage you with, because they're the basic building blocks of a long relationship and a marriage, and I think you guys already demonstrate them. The first one would be commitment. And I think that the real commitment started today. You know, you said your vows privately, and you said some public ones, and I hope you remember to sign that wedding certificate, right? The wedding license? Yeah. So you're kind of in the big leagues now, you know, and we can talk about these stories about when you're teenagers and kids and stuff, but this is the, you know, day one, your day one wedding anniversary for being adults and being a married couple, and you have many, many more days and years to come on that. So commitment number one. And I think I remember the time when I knew I would be standing up here today giving this speech and sweating bullets. Speaking of your commitment was, I don't know, I think they were about 19, and Lauren was going to come down and visit me in San Diego, and she said, well, do you mind if I bring Jacob with me? And I said, absolutely not, you know. She's like, no, Jacob Montano. I was like, yeah, I know, no. But no. No, I actually didn't say that. I said yes, but so something about that moment and just knowing her and like her decisiveness and knowing how, let's face it, how women pick men, not the other way around. I was like, this dude is done for, man. He's been scooped up. He's been chosen, and I'm going to be standing here someday, you know, so here we are. The next thing I would say is courage, and I think that you guys both have it in your own way. You know, we've talked about the personality differences, opposites attract. Jacob's like the quiet, you know, I don't know about quiet, but just the more measured one. Lauren is not. But I think you guys both display it, and you display it in spades, and I just want to encourage you to keep doing that, to be bold in your love and your decision-making towards each other, you know, because this world's all about fake courage, if you think about it. It's about likes and all the other junk that's out there, you know, but I've seen the way you guys interact with each other, and I think that you are courageous towards one another in love, and I just think that you should keep doing that, you know, and don't be afraid to go against the grain of this world, which really is kind of the opposite of that if you think about it. So the other thing, let's see, these all started with C's. All right, there's commitment, courage, and compassion would be the third one. But really, compassion is my code word for forgiveness, you know. I have a Mark Twain quote here. Everyone knows Mark Twain, right? He said, "A good marriage is the union of two good forgivers." And I don't know if that's proper English or not, but I think it speaks volumes, you know, because like we said, now's the day one of sort of your big league career in this marriage, and you know, you're two imperfect people living together under the same roof, sharing the same bed, joined together now as one flesh. And I think that's another thing the world gets wrong, you know, is that love conquers all, and love's the most important thing. But man, ask some of these old timers around here, you know, and it's like, one of you is gonna burn the toast. You know, one of you is gonna do something to tick the other one off, and it could be something small like the toast, but those big things are gonna come too, you know. And I think if you can just remember why you stood here today together professing your love, you know, and go back to this day and remember it, and remember these vows that you took, you know, you can get through anything, thick or thin. And I believe in you guys, and I love you both so much, mostly Lauren, but I love you too. I really do, man. I'm serious. I love you too. But thank you all for coming.
For all of you that don't know, I'm Jacob's dad. I'm Hector. Let me start with Jacob first. Wow, this is, I didn't think I was going to get as emotional as I was after the ceremony, but yeah, it hit me. And I think, Grace, you're the one to blame for it, because I saw you and then you made me cry. So anyways, Jacob, since you were born, I swear, you have brought me so much joy and so much happiness. To watch you grow up has been nothing short of amazing. As a toddler, as a child, you were very quiet, and I know I've told this story to a lot of people. Jacob was very quiet. He was very observant, but he didn't express himself as a toddler, and so I literally thought there might be something wrong with him. and so for about a year, he didn't express himself, and I was worried. And so I remember bringing something up to Chris and saying, I'm kind of worried. There's something wrong. There might be something wrong with Jacob. But one day it all changed. We were at a park, his older brother George and Jacob and me, and Jacob is in the stroller, and I'm pushing George on the swing. And mind you, again, Jacob had never expressed much emotion. He hadn't done anything for a long time. And he's sitting there in front of us as I'm pushing George. And it's like a light switch switched on. He literally took off. And from that moment on, I was like, oh my God, this kid is great. This kid is fine. There's nothing wrong with him. So I was relieved. I was pleasantly relieved. Anyways, so from that moment, that was one of my earliest memories of Jacob. And, you know, as he grew, I just saw this character in him that was so amazing. And I just was like, wow, this kid, there's something about him. When he was born premature, so he was so tiny that I was scared to hold him. He literally fit in the palm of my hand, whereas George was this huge ball, right? and so Jacob was this little premature baby, and so I was scared to hold him. But as he started growing, as he's feeding and growing and whatnot, eating and growing, he was starting to come into his own and whatnot. And I noticed he had a look to him that I started calling him Dutch, because I'm like, he looks like a European baby to me. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm like, this kid looks different, and I'm going to call you Dutch. So I called him Dutch for a couple of years, and that was about it. Because I'm like, wow, this kid looks different. But anyways, yeah, those are my earliest memories of Jacob. And like I said, as he grew, I started seeing the character in him that was truly amazing. He's such a caring kid, and he was such a caring and giving kid. He was the one that, after his brothers and sister were born, he was the one that would always be the good one, right? But when in fact, I would catch him saying, "Okay, guys." So he would say, "Let me quick example. The boys are playing a video game, but it's and they're saying things they probably shouldn't say." Jacob would be like, and he heard me coming, and he'd be like, "Come on, guys, we can't do this." And I'm like, he knows how to play me. He's playing me right now, right? And I'm like, wow, this kid's pretty smart. And I'm like 4 years old, this kid's doing this. So anyways, just watching Jacob grow has been really a truly incredible experience. And yeah, honestly, sometimes I wish I could go back to that time, because, that great times with this kid. So, as he's growing, I got to see the compassion, the work ethic, the constantly giving that he was always displaying. His sister, like I said, I brought her up earlier, I think they have a really close bond, and he was always there for her, always protecting her against Jack, the younger brother, who terrorized her. So Jacob was always there for her. And so seeing what I saw today, it just made me realize that much more, how, their relationship is. But that's who he is. His character is just amazing. Great kid. So I'm very proud of you. Love you to death. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys both. Okay. So Lauren, now I'm switching to Lauren. Okay, so when I first met Lauren, I'm like, wow, what an incredibly sweet, proper, just incredible young woman. And then I saw the real side of Lauren, which was wittiness, sarcasm, dark humor, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I'm like, oh my God, I love this girl. This girl is exactly who he is, but he's more quiet. He's more, he won't express it much. Lauren basically brings out what Jacob used to be like. He somehow changed, but this is Lauren. So Lauren, I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. You compliment him incredibly, and you bring out the best in him. For what he used to be, you are that person, and that's where you guys are literally complementary. So don't stop. Don't ever stop. You keep bringing that out in him, because that's who he is as well. So you keep being who you are. I've also, over the last few years that I've gotten to really know you, you are an incredible young woman. You are, wow. Jacob was telling me and showing me things that you used to. I don't know if you were trying to be an influencer or something like that, but you were showing me some sort of like YouTube. He was showing me YouTube videos and stuff like that. I was like, wow, she's really talented. So I was really impressed. So Lauren, I want to welcome you into my family. I want to say thank you so much for being his bride, for accepting to be his bride, and just loving him. With that said, I just want to wish you guys nothing but the utmost happiness. I hope you guys work together as a team. You heard me forever, work together as a team. Make sure you guys respect each other. Make sure you guys always, always love each other. Make sure you guys always communicate. These guys, I think, have heard the word communicate a zillion times over the last, since they were born. So make sure you communicate with him. Make sure you communicate, Jacob, with her, because I know how you are sometimes. So please communicate. Make sure that your relationship thrives. Make sure that you guys give each other the time and space when needed, okay? And before kids come into the picture, go live your life. Go on vacations. Go do whatever you need to do. Have fun. Live life. Have fun. Love each other. Laugh, okay? Make sure you guys laugh. And yeah, just make sure that you're always there for each other. Support each other. There will be bumps, many bumps along the road. You may not like each other at one time, okay? As much as that's real, you may not like each other, but just know that you're always there for each other, okay? Nothing changes. You're always still there, okay? So I just want to say congratulations to you two. Lauren, I love you, okay? I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, Jacob. And I just want to welcome you guys as a married couple now. Enjoy life, okay? All right. Congratulations. I love you, love you, love you, love you.
No.
Hey. All right. I'm Jacob's mom, Carissa. And I do know many of you in the room. And if I don't know you, I'm Carissa. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate everybody here tonight. And I'll keep it short as much as I can. So I'm going to start just real quick. Anybody know Jacob's middle name? Chance, yes. So Jacob was a preemie, and we were in the hospital for a few months, and this kid battled through, and so did I. Oh my God, now I'm gonna cry. Okay, I didn't think that was gonna come. Anyways, so it was a struggle in the very beginning, of course, but Jacob pulled through. And we had an amazing baby boy. And he's been an amazing kid ever since. He's done everything from pulling the family all together to taking care of his sisters, his siblings, me. You've taken care of me at times. And, of course, taking care of Lauren. He's always been a caretaker. He's always been very calculated, very measured, exactly what Brent and Hector and Ryan have said. He doesn't take any job lightly, ever. And that's one of the things I've always loved about you and respected about you. And oh my God, I'm making my son cry and he's making me cry more. Okay, we're gonna hold it together. But, so knowing all that, the first time he came to me and told me about Lauren, I'm learning that he wants to take this young girl to a movie, and he needs some money to go to a movie. And so, of course, what do? I plan a dinner where she works. And we bomb Puerto Vallarta. I can't remember if that was before the movie or maybe after. That might have been after. Was it before the movie? It was before the movie. Okay, so I find out a little bit more from Camden, because if you don't know already, if in the room, my house was the house that all the kids came to. And all these boys and all these girls that are here in the room, they were at my house all the time. So if I needed 411 about any one of my kids or any one of you, or if your parents needed 411 on any of you, there was communication going on, right? So Camden tells me about Lauren. A little bit about Lauren. So we find out that she works at Puerto Vallarta. Jacob also was coming home with free food from Puerto Vallarta, which apparently now we know wasn't free. So we'd go out to dinner, and we go to Puerto Vallarta, and we basically bomb Lauren there at her work. Hi, I'm Jacob's mom. Nice to meet you. And she was very gracious. But the first thing that came to mind when I saw Lauren was, holy cow, she holds herself together. She's beautiful. And I just completely bombed her at work, and she held it together. Like, this is okay. Like, you're going to fit in. And then as they started dating and I got to know Lauren, I realized she's almost a twin. Not just of her mother, because she looks like her mother, yes, and she looks like her sisters, but she's a twin in personality with me. So Jacob's basically now dating his mother, which I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because she's awesome, and she brings out so much goodness in my son that I could not be happier. We were just doing karaoke the other night. She sends me the picture that Todd took, and then we sent it to our group chat, and it's Lauren and I literally doing karaoke, and we're both doing the same pose, singing, and that is, it's to a T. She goes, this is so us, and I was like, yes, it is. It is so us. So I cannot be happier for the two of you. I love you. The moment I met you, I couldn't wait for you to be a Montaño. I couldn't wait to make you Grace's sister. She needed a sister with all those boys around. She had to deal with not just her brothers, like all the friends. And having another girl in the home, you just brought all the light in the world. And we love you. And we love you, Jacob. And you're going to be fabulous together. Good times and bad. And I love the fact that you guys are going to carry on the tradition of keeping your home open for all your friends and family, right? Because we're going to all just show up at your house and spend the night and party all night long. So I hope everybody does that tonight. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
I totally forgot something. Thank you for everyone that came up here from long distance. Thank you for everyone, okay? Tristan, go Cal.
Hey.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name's Dylan. I'm the best man. Thank you. All right. I'll start with Jacob. I met Jacob in middle school, and he's been very clear. He did not like me in middle school. And that's okay. We got through that. But, football starts. We start hanging out more. Like Carissa said, there'd probably be 30 boys at her house every Friday after a game. And somehow she kept it together. She just expected it at that point. But it was very fun. And then we grow closer. But like everyone said, Jacob has always been the smart, responsible friend. He once made us all send our passwords, and he would do grade checks every Friday. And he was on us, missing assignments. He kept us accountable. And you can't ask for a better friend. And I'm always thankful for it. He kept us on our toes. But then, as we all grow up, that whole table over there has since, moved to different places, done everything. We've always kept in touch somehow over PlayStation, and that is circling back to when I learned they were dating. Jacob comes into our group chat party thing, and he goes, hey, Laura and I are a thing, because at the time, that's how you described yourself. And the group took it kind of tough, because all of a sudden our best player was busy. That's a tough intro for anyone, but we got through it, and here we are now. So we kind of caught on at some point. It was going to happen. We adjusted. But no, I'm so blessed to be up here celebrating these two. All right, I'll talk about Lauren now. But Lauren, she has truly brought Jacob out of his shell. He was the quiet one, but as everyone has said, they are the same person. They have the same humor. Lauren will just say the joke louder. Everyone will laugh. And it's perfect. It's the best dynamic you can ever ask for. And they're going to be the best married couple. And I'm so excited to see what the future holds. And their house has already become the place to be. Every time I'm back in town, it's just, hey, I'm coming over. And they're like, all right, perfect. And so it works out. But cheers to you two. I'm so blessed to be there. I love you. Of course. All right, who's next? Jack.
All right. So I didn't know I was giving a speech until, like 10 minutes ago? Let's see, I don't want to cover them. Let's see, where do I start? Well, it's not going to be great, but it's going to be something. So, first, I've known, honestly, who was it? Was it Ryan who said he doesn't have any memories before, or Brent who said he doesn't have any memories before Jacob? It's kind of the same for me too, because the second Lauren came in is like right when I feel like everything in our life started happening, and I don't remember much before that, but memories here and there. But Lauren has been there since like the start, and yeah, like Dylan said before, it was tough. It was tough when she first came in. I'm not gonna say I was Jacob's favorite. I think around that time we were always, button heads. We shared a room for how many fucking years? Oh, sorry. Yeah, too long. So just put out too long, up until like high school. And that's two growing boys in one room. Yeah, so, I won't get into details, but it was something. I remember, I remember when the whole image of Lauren started coming up, and that was when I was in middle school, and I would see Lauren every so often, just in the hallways or outside of school. And before Jacob even knew, she was obsessed with him. She would come up to me and ask me questions about Jacob, and I didn't know who the hell she was, first of all. But I would answer her questions. The other answer, first off, I'm like, get away from me, I don't know who you are. And then I slowly started to realize that she was a friend of Jacob's. Yeah, and then from there, I kind of like always had this feeling that Lauren was gonna be there, and like she kind of just put herself into that spot. And I forgot who said it, but she does get what she wants. Yeah, she had her eyes set on Jacob since middle school, right? You guys all heard that. That was before Jacob knew it. They were married, pretty much. Yeah, so Lauren has been there for like in my life and in our life for almost ever now. Because we're all growing up now. Jacob's growing up, George is growing up. And yeah, Lauren she's always been there. And hard for me to say, but I do love her very much. And sorry, give me 1 second. Me and Lauren have had our disputes before, but she not many people, but almost everybody in this room. The very other than the stories in high school and middle school where she'd catch me on the street or something, the very most vivid memory I have of her is when she was, I forget how far this was in to your relationship. I feel like it was a week into your relationship. But, so she was she came over to our house, and Jacob wasn't there. And I was stressing for a little bit because I was like, who's this lady walking into my room when I'm trying to game right now, playing with my friends over there and a couple friends over there, and she just like sits herself down in my room and starts interrogating me about anything and everything, about my family, about Jacob and everything. And at first, at the time, I was just like, the first like 20 minutes, I was like, okay, get out, please. I'm busy. After that passed by, it started getting deep. She started asking me really sentimental questions, and as you just saw, I just started crying. The first one to cry, I feel like. What the hell, Mom? So it started getting real sentimental, and she was asking me questions about Jacob, and I was trying to answer as truthfully as I could. I'm truthful all the time, for the most part when it matters. But I could sense that she was nervous and she was anxious about something. And since I know Jacob, and I know that he is quite literally, when you meet him, he's exactly what you get, and you don't get anything different. High school girl, I'm trying to calm her down in my room, informing her that I promise my brother is the most antisocial, normal person you could meet that will never do anything to hurt her. And that was my first bonding moment with Lauren. And I think that lasted an hour or so. And Jacob still wasn't home, so a while since he got home. But that is like my very first memory of Lauren, and from then on, we've always joked about, not liking each other and all this stuff, but I know deep down, both Lauren and I really do love each other, and I am really, really happy that she's part of our family and my sister now. And holy shit, sorry, I'm getting lost. ADHD and shit. From that point on, I kind of was, always trying to get myself to accept that Jacob was gone. And, I think a year or two later, I came around, and then Lauren and I started becoming good friends, and it kind of, the whole relationship blossomed from then. And I don't believe or think that there is anybody else in this world that these two would have ever ended up with, because quite literally, like everybody else has said, they are the same person, just in different bodies. Goofy, funny, a little bit, screws loose. I'm really, really proud of both of you for persisting and just being there for me and just being like the best brother and sister I could have. And I love you very much.
Oh, we love you, Dad.
So anyways, I'll shut up now. I know that was kind of like going ping-pong and back and forth, but I can't help it. Congratulations to Jacob and Lauren, and I know everybody in this room is really proud of them and really happy. All right, who's next? Get me off of this.
Uh-oh. So, I thought this was a roast. Lauren and I are 21 months apart. So when I was a year old, my mom said, it's time for you to have a little sister. And she is my little sister, but she is the driver. So when we were younger, we had a green Jeep in the backyard. We had a little house. We had everything we needed. And she was the driver of the Jeep. She wasn't afraid to run over anyone. I would be in the passenger seat, and Lauren would be driving. And I was along for the ride. From a very young age, our relationship was set with Lauren being the confident, like the one that could talk to people without being afraid. Lauren has always had a confidence that I've admired. Speaking of getting run over in the Jeep, Lauren was run over in our neighborhood by a kid and his bicycle. I used to babysit these kids. And Lauren was probably middle school, but the kid was like 5 years old. She got ran over. She had to come home, and she said, oh my gosh, I need an x-ray. She always needed attention for everything. She needed the x-ray. She needed it. She was totally fine. She got the x-ray. She was fine. Our neighborhood had a garage sale every summer. Our neighbors happened to have some crutches. Lauren needed the crutches. She loved to pretend to walk around, walk in a bandage. I don't know why. She asked Santa for questionable things like the crutches, blah, blah, blah. She wanted braces. She wanted anything that would give you attention. She had braces twice. She loved to wear fake nerd glasses in elementary school. There's a story I'm going to add on, but I'm afraid I'll be dead by the end of the night. Can I say it?
I don't know what it is. No.
Okay. I'll take it out. That was kind of a highlight, though. Where do I go? Okay. I don't know why she did that story, but her decisions will always be questionable to me. There's one thing I know she's done right in her life. Have Porta Vallarta for tonight. Rice and beans is the key to a good life. And you have Jacob, your frijole, your bean, you have everything. He's a great man, and I'm so happy to have you as my brother now. Jacob is patient, really patient, kind, sweet, thoughtful, and just easy to be around. Jacob, you have my favorite person. Lauren is going to be a great wife, and will keep you on your toes. She is fun, loving, caring, and so funny. I think also Jacob and Lauren connect as being second-borns. They both have the older sibling, George. That kind of scares them. And the two younger ones. Thank you for being the best sister ever, and let's work on a cousin for Nora. I love you guys.
Wow. First off, ignore my pants. I've been fighting them with them all night. And also, I just want to say, I don't think I've ever seen my brother cry, so that was really special. I'm touched, Jack. But I'm going to close out the speeches today with a thank you on behalf of Lauren and I prepared it on my phone because I'm not going to risk ringing it right now. But first, I want to thank God for all the blessings that he has provided for me and Lauren to be here today with all of you. To our families, thank you for the love, the guidance, the foundation that you've given us. To my parents and to Lauren's parents, we're beyond grateful. You've helped shape us into the people that we are today. To all of you here today, especially, I know a lot of people have touched on it, but those of you who traveled, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to us. To our wedding party and everybody who made, today possible, a sincere thank you from Lauren and I, both of us. This has been an unbelievable day. And to Lauren, thank you for being my joy, my strength, and the easiest decision that I've ever made. You are an answer to my prayer. And so tonight, God. Everybody, raise a glass, drink of preference, to love and to all who made today special. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
I don't have a speech, but hey, hey, hey. Okay, everybody just have a great night. Thank you so much for being here.